Alright, what's up guys? This is my 218 chapter review, the One Punch Man manga. This chapter got released 3 days ago and immediately got translated to English, but actually I didn't have time to read this chapter on that day. I saw the raw, but this is my first time reading this one. But this is a review at the same time, me reading it for the first time and actually just commenting a little bit about this one. The last chapter, I remember Sweet Mask fully transforming into a monster and Saitama arriving in the scene, saving him from the bullet-fast thrown rack at him by that civilian that got broken up by her girlfriend because of the handsomeness of Sweet Mask. Right now, people are seeing Sweet Mask is not really that handsome. This chapter started with Saitama talking to Amayamas. I don't know what they're talking about. Let me read it for a while. This is just actually Saitama low-key comforting Sweet Mask in some way. But in the whole series, Saitama didn't really show any discrimination for people who have ugly faces. He's kind of a douchebag in some way, but he doesn't show any of that. So maybe he really finds Amayamas a cool character. But for me personally, or for some other fans, Sweet Mask has that boastful, arrogant personality which most people doesn't really like. So I don't know if Saitama is talking true to himself right here, but not really that important right now. This is like Sweet Mask returning the favors to Saitama. He's not really listening. He just wants Saitama to kill him because he looks like a monster. People will see that. Saitama will become a true hero if he does that in front of all these people. People will see Saitama just defeated a monster who defeated a very strong monster that is Pesky Clown. Anyway, but out of respect for Sweet Mask, probably he tapped him using his fist. Again, the other portion of his face that is still handsome looking, which I really don't like. So this again my complaint about this one. But Amayamas doesn't find this really funny at all. He is angry to Saitama, but Blue Fire right here, it's dangerous, get out of here. So Blue Fire doesn't know about Saitama. Maybe he looks at Saitama and he has that hero costume. Maybe he knows that Saitama is a hero. Maybe he's aware that Saitama is a lower ranking hero. Because of that, Amayamas just grabs Saitama and look at the size of his hands. It's really covering all of Saitama's upper body. But we know Saitama is not getting hurt by any of these attacks. I crash your head if you don't fight back. Sweet Mask is having some tantrum like a child. Hold on tight. Saitama responding, and he squats and he just jumps off from the area super high. And they are both leaving the scene. You go and become the ideal hero of yours. We're getting a time skip, and with all this dialogue, it's basically just saying that Amayamas is now a monster. People are knowing this. People want to execute him instantly. And also Saitama was thought by the public as a victim or a hostage. Grass is gathering around Saitama asking him questions, but he doesn't want to answer to any of it. He's saying that he doesn't know where Sweet Mask is at right now. This is a grave situation, a huge blow to the Hero Association. Sweet Mask is actually the real image of the Hero Association. Not just that he is a hero, a celebrity, he is also part of this group actually. This executive bunch of guys who is responsible for all the planning, all the budgets. In reality, Sweet Mask is actually part of all of this. So he plays a big role, not just as the true model of the Hero Association, the image of the Hero Association. He has the most fans, he has the most influence on the civilians, but not just that, he is also part of the top ranking table of the Hero Association. But because of his disappearance, this will really have a very big impact on the Hero Association. But these guys, these executive people are just really thinking about money. At this moment, they're not really about the protection of the people, and they're not even trying to clear the name of Sweet Mask. And also maybe there are a lot of sponsors for the Hero Association that is only a sponsor because of Sweet Mask, maybe a big fan of Sweet Mask. So that's why maybe these executive people are having a really hard time thinking about this. But they're doing their best to find Sweet Mask, maybe to execute him in front of the media, the people all over the world, so that their good image will return to the public. Oh, through reading these pages, I actually found that there are actually comments from the other S-Class members talking about if they know, if they have detected that he's a monster. So we have the answers from the S-Class members. Watchdog Man answering that if he were truly a dangerous monster, I should have known by his smell. So that's my thought too. Maybe Sweet Mask is not really a monster. He said it as well when he's having a dialogue with Saitama in that ride. He's saying that he was once a very ugly person, not a monster. He tried to become a hero wearing some costume, but Watchdog Man, I trust him. He's a hero with a dog costumes. So by the looks, he has the best capability of detecting a monster, and he's saying that No. So this is really important. Watchdog Man shown as the first hero to answer the interview. So this is really saying something. Also, Zombie Man, it's an ongoing investigation. I can't make any comments until the situation's been cleared up. The Monster Association arc, him and the Mime Mask had this kind of small dispute about who's a real person or a monster. So this is interesting too. Zombie Man answering this interview. Tank Top Master, me personally, I believe his actions were filled with tongue teaser. Okay. Okay, Tank Top Master. Earlier this morning, I came across a Facebook post, and that post is the whole bonus chapter about Tank Top Master facing that giant robot that Metal Knight used to reconstruct the CDA as the new Hero Association's headquarters. And that bonus chapter is actually really funny. And also, we're seeing a new face right here. He's called Mr. A. He kind of looks like an idol as well, similar to Amaya Mask. So he's a member of the New Hero, a new hero organization which has new members that is declaring themselves as the counterpart or the opposite of the Hero Association. So this is Metalbat's turn to answer all the press or the media's questions. He's directly trying to speak to Sweet Mask. I don't know if you're a really monster or not, but if you're not doing something proved as a hero, there's no need to run and hide, ain't it that right? So Metalbat, having a pure heart naturally, asking Sweet Mask if you're not really a monster, just come out and show your face. We're not gonna judge. But yeah, you know, Metalbat, the public is not the same with you. Don't sulk around if you're a man. Come out with head held high. The Hero Association might turn a blind eye to you, but you can't fool the eyes of us heroes. But actually, he's just doing this for his little sister. Yeah, I saw that bonus chapter 2, Metalbat asking Sweet Mask for the autograph because his little sister is a big fan of a Mime Mask, so that's kinda cute as well. But that's the end of the chapter, and really short chapter. This chapter is just actually to officially end the Sweet Mask arc, and we're gonna be moving on to the new arc that is gonna be the Neo Hero arc. I don't know if that's interesting, but when I read that to the webcomic, I kind of skipped a lot because I don't really find the Neo Hero members cool. There are a lot of interesting characters and also old characters that was once members of the Hero Association that transferred to the New Hero. But overall, I didn't really find the Neo Hero arc interesting. After that one though, that's where all of the exciting things and stuff is starting to happen. But yeah, that's the end of chapter. Really short chapter, nothing so important, just people talking about the transformation of Sweet Mask. And I find it kind of disappointing that the people or the media, all the citizens and other heroes is not really that shocked about the new appearance of Sweet Mask. Compared to the webcomic, they are really so surprised. All the people in the world are really so shocked with this revelation. But in the manga continuity, I really find it that it's lacking with a bad reaction for the people about the new appearance of Sweet Mask. But yeah, I can forgive this because overall, the whole Sweet Mask arc is really faithful to the webcomic. It didn't change any major plot from the webcomic, and I really like things to go that way. Anyway, this is how I'm gonna end my review for this chapter. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe and ring your notification bell so you guys can know when I post videos like this one, and see you on the next video.